Hey folks, Randy Go, Triton Magnum Man with you here today. Today folks, I got a video, my first fishing trip up to Lake Poinsette for 2025. Decided to head on up there. It's a beautiful day. It was supposed to be no wind, but unfortunately up there there's always wind up on Crowley's Ridge, or Crowley's Ridge, however it's pronounced. I think it's Crowley's Ridge. There's always wind up there. I mean, there's a few times I've been up there that haven't been any, I'm talking about zero wind, but most time, and it's very hard to get out of the wind on that lake. There's very few places you can get out of the wind. And we had an absolute ball. Now, I only stayed on the water 2 hours. And the reason I only stayed out there 2 hours wasn't because we wasn't catching fish. We was catching a ton of fish. The wind, and my wife is fishing with me now. And while she does very good, she is not proficient enough yet to cast when there's, about 7, 8 mile an hour, 9 mile an hour, 10 mile an hour wind. So, it's no fun for her. And tell you the truth, I don't like it either, but I do it, but I don't like it. But anyway, today I fished with the 6'3" Daiwa Presso Limited Italian Special Ultralight. Fantastic rod, can't recommend it enough. If you don't have one, you need to get one because it's one of them rods you don't want to put down. You want to fish with it. It just feels so good. It's not just the sensitivity, although the sensitivity of this thing's off the charts. It's the way the blank is. You'll see in the bending curve, and you'll get plenty of opportunity if you check out, the video. You'll be able to see a lot of bending curve there in the rod, where the bend on this rod is progressive. It goes all the way through the blank. But it's not a noodle rod, but boy, it sure bends up quickly when you hook a fish. Now, I have fished with this rod back, I guess it's right before Christmas. They have a city pond here. They've stocked some trout, and I didn't do any filming over there because there's people lining that pier, and doing a video there just kind of be a zoo, But anyway, I caught, 300 or 400 trout with this rod. I tell you what, I'd live to just get up and go over there in the morning to cast out a spoon, a tight line, feel the hit with the trout on this rod. It's just fantastic. I mean, I'm just excited about fishing this rod. I also got the 6'1" medium light version of this rod. I'm excited about fishing it. If you can, get both of them. They're hard to come by, but if they're out of stock at places, you can wait. They'll be back in stock. Now, this rod is, it's kind of a, I don't want to say knockoff, that's not it. It's kind of a Italian market rod based on the Daiwa Presso 20th Anniversary Edition. Now, let me tell you what the difference is that I have discovered. This is from my research. Now, I may not be correct on this because I can't find anybody anywhere that can tell me that. I fired off an email to Daiwa Japan asking them if the blank of the Italian Special is the same as the blank of the limited 20th Anniversary Edition Presso rod. Well, they didn't answer back. I didn't really expect them to. But and my research tells me it is. What is different about the two rods is the way the reel seat and the guide frames are put on the rod. On the limited edition out of Japan, which by the way is made in Japan and is a serial numbered edition rod, the guides and the reel seat are put on with the carbon fiber themselves. Somehow it's melded into the blank, which I'm sure makes a big difference. On the Italian Special rod, the guides are they're wrapped with thread, whereas the rod made in Japan, a 20th anniversary, there is no thread on that rod. So that's the difference in the rods. But from everything I've gathered, the blanks are the same. The reel seat is the same. I've never had the 20th Anniversary Limited Edition in my hand. And to tell you the truth, had I been able to get one, I would have got one of them, but I've been looking at them things to show back up in stock for I don't know how many months. And I'm not sure they're going to show back up in stock. You can buy one, I think off eBay. I had some here a while back. They would want like $800-900 for it, and I wasn't going to pay that. But anyway, had an absolute ball, caught a bunch of crappie many times. My wife and I dubbing up with the crappie. The bluegill I caught, decent bluegill. You'll see they put up a good battle on this rod, this 6.3 ultralight. Did not use the medium light that much, and the reason being is I started catching fish with the ultralight, with the trout magnet, because I had a new trout magnet trout spin on the medium light. And I made a few casts with it, and I put it down, and the spinnerbait worked great. I put it down before I caught any fish, and then started casting trout magnet and found these crappie. And so I never picked the spinner back up, which, you know, I'm bad about that. I'm catching fish on something, I don't want to change up nothing. I don't want to change a thing. In this video, I used Victor's BG1 jig with the number 10 hook. Crappie stay buttoned up, hook is sharp, no hook sets required, the crappie are just hooked. Many times the wind was coming from my right to my left, putting a big bow in my line, fish got on it, stayed hooked up. You know, as soon as they sniff that thing, they're going to be hooked. I highly recommend if you want some good jig heads, there's not a better jig head made in the States that you can get for panfish than that. I can tell you that right now. I highly recommend them. Can't recommend them enough. Check out Victor's website, iFish, for those of you who don't know who Victor is, but iFish, if you go to his YouTube channel, there's a link there to his tackle store that he sells these things. Victor also sent me some floats, which I don't float fish much. I used to, but I kind of got away from it. But I'm going to tell you, his floats are a real deal. If you're looking for the ultimate indicator that's going to give you where a fish just looks at it the wrong way, these floats will tell you that. They're high quality floats he sells on his website. He sells some, also sent me some fishing gloves. They're nice gloves. Highly recommend them too. I'm usually not a fan of gloves, but I kind of like these. And while I may not use them, I know my wife will use them. And I should use them, just tell you the truth, because I got enough sunspots on me as it is now. But check out Victor's webpage, iFish Tackle. Pretty good stuff there. Pretty good stuff, I'll tell you that. But like I said, we caught a bunch of crappie. It's funny, folks. I fished Lake Poinsette last year from August up to the first weekend in November, I think it was, pretty heavy. More often than not, 2 times a week. And it was funny. I could count the number of boats on that lake the whole last year when I fished it with one hand, had fingers left over. Some days had the lake to myself. I mean, absolutely not another boat on it. But one January, they started allowing you to keep crappie. And since then, that lake, there's 2 boat ramps that you can launch a boat from. There's a boat ramp, and there's 3 boat ramps actually, but the boat ramp in the park, you can't launch a boat there. I can't anyway. But the other 2 boat ramps, parking lot's chock full, no place to park. And so that, you know, it's amazing to me. Last year, I didn't run into nobody out on that lake because you couldn't keep the crappie. You keep the bluegill, but you couldn't keep the crappie. One January, that lake was covered up. I saw an aerial picture of the day it was open for taking fish out of there. You looked like you could have walked across the whole lake just stepping from boat to boat. I mean, it was pretty darn crowded. And I'm hoping some of that thins out as the summer gets here. You know, number 1, it's going to be hot. And number 2, a lot of people don't do a lot of crappie fishing in the summer. I always did, but a lot of people don't. I'm hoping that keeps a bunch of people away, because I don't mind fishing the lake where there's not a whole lot of people. Matter of fact, I enjoy it. I'd rather it be that way. But I understand everybody's got to go fish and got to go somewhere to fish. So I'm happy for them. But anyway, so that's about it. Trying to think. You're going to get out soon. Check out Ball Knob Lake because the water temperature is 63 degrees in a lot of places up on Poinsette the other day, and I'm sure it's the same out at Ball Knob Lake. And last year I missed the spawn, the red ear spawn at Ball Knob Lake because it didn't go early enough. And this year I'm going to try not to let that happen. But anyway, folks, first fishing video of 2025. you can hear a little bit in my voice where I'm, you know, I was kind of hoarse, but anyway, everything else is going good. Yeah, everything's going great. So hope all of you are out fishing. Hope you're catching a bunch of fish. Hope you're well. Hope you're safe. So until next time, so lip 'em all, and life is good. All right, folks, I'm going to start out with my Presso Limited AGS Italian Special, medium light. Got on a new trout spin on here. Going to test it out today, see what we can get with it. First time up here in quite a while. First time fishing, long time. So come on with me and let's see what we can get, folks. What do I got here? I do got a fish. You want to get the net for me? What I got here?
Bass?
First bluegill of 2025.
He's a big one.
Oh yeah, ain't too much big about him, but it's a fish. He's cold to the touch too. It's a pretty fish though, real pretty. All right, let's get him back in the water. I got a fish here, I'm gonna need the net. Got a big fish here. I don't know what he is. He's a big fish.
We like big fishes.
I don't know what this thing is. It could be a bass. I don't know. I say he's a big fish. He feels big on this outfit.
Ooh, looky here.
Old black crappie.
Looky here, isn't he pretty?
All right, he is pretty. He is pretty. Well, folks, he didn't wind up being as big as I thought he was, but that's a beautiful fish, and crappie and spawning colors. Yeah. All right, beautiful fish. Caught on Victor's BG1 1.25 gram jig head, or is it 1.5? I forget which one I got on here. I think it's 1.5. Anyway, let me get him back in the water, folks. All right, there's fish out there, honey.
I think I lost this stuff.
What's your jig head now? Here we go. Here we go. Another crappie. Another crappie right here, folks. We own him. We own him, but there's a lot of cover down there. Come on up in this boat. Caught on Italian Special 6.3 ultralight. Sure feels good fishing with this rod, let me tell you. Got on some 1.75, I believe it is, Blue Moon fluorocarbon. Nice crappie here. For this rod, heck yeah, shoot fire. What you talking about?
They're so pretty.
Shoot fire. First shoot fire of 2025, folks. All right, let me get him out of here. Oh yeah. I'll tell you what, we're gonna get a measurement on this fish just to see. Let me get this rod laid down. He's 10 and a half. He's pushing 10 3/4. He's 10 and 3/4. You could have said he's 11, but anyway, he's healthy, colored up pretty, absolutely beautiful, beautiful fish, folks. All right, 2025 starting off with a bang. Let's get him back in the water. All right, my wife and I have got doubles on here, folks.
So you want them both in the same net?
Yes. Just do it all at once. All right, look at here. Look at here. Let me.
You want me to hold something?
That's yours. Yes, I want you to hold that fish. Honey.
What?
You're going to break the rod. Another beautiful crappie, probably 10, 11 inches. My wife's got a pretty one here.
I could get him out. There we go.
Here, let's get it around in front of the camera here.
Which way?
Just do like this. You don't have to be that close. Back up a little bit. There you go.
There we go.
Double. First double of the year for us.
There you go.
All right, folks, let's get them
They're
back in the
twins.
water. Here we go. Here we go. You got one?
Yeah.
Doubled up again here.
I think you got off.
Doubled up here. See what we got here. Boy, it sure feels good. This Italian special, let me tell you, folks.
That's a good one.
This is a black nose. Yeah, he's a little bit bigger. Yeah, he's a little bit bigger than the other ones. I say that. He may not be. He's big enough.
I don't know. I think he's big.
He may be bigger, but anyway, he's a healthy, beautiful.
Should we measure him?
No, we don't need to measure him. He's a beautiful fish. Give me a ton of fun. He's got some good girth to him. These fish are healthy here. They're real healthy. All right, let's get him back in the water, folks. Here we go. Here we go. We own a stack of crappie, folks. It's unbelievable. This joker's cutting up. You got one?
Later, I'm hung up. I think I'm hung up.
Oh, look here. Look here. All right now. I can put up with some of this now. Shoot fire. What you talking about now?
Pretty.
All right, decent bluegie on the heat. Beautiful fish, about 7.5 inches. Gorgeous though, got some good girth to him. Shoot fire, folks. All right, spring is here. Let's get him back in the water.
That's how me on again.
Here we go. Here we go. Another good crappie. All right. Yeah. All right. It's a smaller one here.
Yeah, he is small.
It's a small, probably 8-9 inch crappie there. But that's the beauty of fishing ultralight JDM gear, folks. You get all the fun you want right here. That fish give me a pretty good battle. All right, let's get him back in the water. There he goes. They're right here. They live right there beside the boat. I done got on a couple of them. It's another bluegill. It's a shell cracker. Shell cracker. All right. First shell cracker 2025. It's a small one, but hey, a lot of fun. A lot of fun. First shell cracker of the year. All right, let's get him back. Oh, I got one. Ooh. This joker's cutting up. What is this here? I need the net here, baby. I don't know what I got here. He knocked the fire out of it. Oh, it's a bluegill. Shoot fire. Boy, he knocked the fire out of this. Not much of a bluegill, but boy, I tell you what.
I don't know. Not bad.
He knocked the fire out of it with this, using on this Presso Italian special. Boy, that felt good. That felt real good. All right, let's get him back in the water. Here we go. Here we go. What is this fish? What have I got on here? I think it's another bluegill. I think so. Oh yeah, shoot fire. What you talking about? Yes, sir. Oh, nice bluegill. Yes, sir. It's not a bad bluegill, about 7.5 inches. Pretty fish though. Pretty fish. All right, let's get him back in the water. Over the top of the motor. There we go. There we go. I know there'd be a fish out there. That's where they're at. The bluegill is. Oh, he's pretty.
Oh, what is that?
She's pretty. Wow.
Ow. Don't bite me. You go ahead.
Pretty bluegill. All right. Pretty fish. Let's get him back.